Hey guys, J19 brought to you another video, and today we're gonna go through some a little bit older news, but I think at this point in time, it's been a while since we talked about part 3, like what the devs have stated. Like they stated this back in like 2023, as far as I remember from this all these posts from the Shinra Archaeologically Department. I'm sorry, my throat's all messed up. I have a hard time saying that word, but you guys know who they are. They break down like the interviews and stuff like that. They post on their Twitter channel and stuff like that. I'll have a link to their Twitter if you guys want to look up the stuff as well. But it's some reassurance that we need to know about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, what they plan on doing. It's just 4 posts. I'm just gonna break down each one, give my honest thoughts, and just like it's an encouragement video today, because I've seen a lot of people worried about what they're gonna do. Right? They're worried about people cutting out content because the game's too big. It's gonna take years for them to get things done, and just want to give my input on plenty of these posts here. I got 4 today. I could have made a big huge video, but I'm not like that today. I just want to focus on just a couple of things. One's about first of all, it's about the world itself, right? And Highwind. We're gonna talk about that today, and then we're gonna talk about something to do with Zack, because I know a lot of people worry about Zack. Like Zack had a role in Rebirth, but a lot of people's like, wasn't quite to the way they wanted. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today in today's video. So with that said, if you guys want more Final Fantasy VII Remake, Part 3, Trilogy, news, rumors, etc., feel free to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, stay notified when I upload these videos. It helps my channel a ton. I appreciate you guys so much as we try to push forward to 500 subscribers. I'd love to hit that before the end of the year, maybe. So thank you guys so much for all that. So I'm going to switch gears here to my other scene here, and we're gonna read this. This is for Hamaguchi, right? He's the director of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and he's also gonna be the director for Part 3. He's also co-director with Toriyama, so keep that in mind. But Hamaguchi just say this. He's asked if there's a moment from Part 3 he's looking forward to bringing the 2 players. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director Naoki Hamaguchi says they're interested in producing the Highwind, so then the 3rd title, it will allow for even more expansive map, I should say, not expensive. It's an expensive game, I could say that. What they're saying here is they want to give us more freedom. They want us to explore the world. I was watching Maximum Dude's playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again, and he was pointing out some stuff. I didn't catch it the first time I watched through that. But the second time, he's pointing out on like the world map, and each region that shows like grasslands up here and like Junon down here. But what he was showing off is like, dude, we're literally we're just traveling, traversing in this little small section and a little bit of that small section down there. And I zoomed in, like Roy zoomed in, looked at it, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong. We are just exploring just a tiny bit of the big, I'm going to call it Midgard continent, right? We're just exploring just a little bit. And Midgard itself, it takes up a good quarter of that huge landmass we don't get to explore. We don't get to explore just a small sample size. And it's still big in our minds. It's like, whoa, holy crap, this thing's so big. So with the Highwind, I'm thinking to myself, how big is Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is going to be? Like, how much of that landmass we're going to be able to explore? I wish I had a picture for you guys, but you guys play Rebirth, you probably can pop it up on your game system and your PC and be like, yeah, you're right. If you really look closely, like it's a small little section of that whole landmass, and it's kind of nuts, right? It's kind of nuts how small we were able to explore like this. Like Final Fantasy VII world is so massive. I was stunned. I'm like, no way. Like, I played that game a couple of times already, and watching Max play through that game and watch his playthrough all over again, it opened up my mind. It's like, how big is Part 3 gonna be, right? It's super sick. We'll go to the next one, and this one's from Nomura. And Nomura says that Remake Trilogy will include all locations from the original game. He said from the beginning. He enforced a policy that no location would be deleted if the order were changed or the volume of content had to be adjusted. Now, This is an old one. This is back Shinra Archaeology Department. They posted this in 2023, but this is back in 2021, uh, 921, which is from the Mistress magazine. But I just want to reassure us because Nomura's got a policy in place right now that no matter what, they cannot cut any locations from the original game. So Fort Condor's got to be there, Medeo's got to be there, Northern Continent's got to be there, Wutai's got to be there. They even admitted in one of the posts here that the Gilgamesh Island, that was where the Goblin Island was supposed to be. So they probably moved that around. Anything we think of is going to be in the original FF7 that we expect to be in Part 3. He's got a policy to make sure, hey guys, we gotta add this location. I don't care what happens. If we gotta make some kind of volume of content has to be adjusted. If we gotta cut back on some mini games to fit this on here, we gotta put all the locations on this game and all three trilogy. The only thing that got cut was when the Avalanche group is in prison and you talk to Aerith and Tifa and Bear and Red 13, they changed that over from that to, you're in her room, which is not a bad change. It's just they're doing some minor changes where, you're not exactly in that same spot, but you kind of are. So it's the only change I see them doing. But this is just a reassurance to all that no matter how we feel, how worried we are about if they're going to fit every location in this game, Nomura says it's going to happen. Even though this is from like 2021 or 2023, depends when the interview was posted. But it's just something I saw somebody post, and I was like, you know what? I gotta make a video about this because a lot of us are kind of like, even me, is like, are you gonna put all the locations in there still? Are they still planning on doing it? Yeah, he's got a policy and plan. He's enforcing it. Say, hey guys, I'm the creative director here. I oversee the project. I need you guys to make sure that this location's in there, that location's in there, the sunken ship, the submarine, underwater, the Mako reactor, the underwater reactor. Everything has to be in this game. Them going to outer space for a short bit, even if it's just a cutscene, that has to be there. Everything, every location, I'll leave it at that. Every location has to be in this game, and Nomura says it's going to be. So rest assured, you can relax on it. It's going to be in there. But however, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth creative director Nomura is happy, but a little anxious about how Rebirth's huge, dense open world has raised the bar for Part 3 of the remake trilogy. Yes, the devs are worried. The devs are a little anxious. They're having anxiety. They're probably putting stress about how we as fans, our expectations are going to be for Part 3. We do expect a lot. We expect, like I said, just a little bit ago, the locations have to be there. They have to nail all the story beats. Disc 2 of FF7 is meat and potatoes of FF7. Now, Disc 1 had awesome stuff. Like, you had the Midgar stuff. You had them going to Calm. You had, like, the flashback, the Nibelheim. You had the return to Nibelheim, the Cosmic Canyon. You had Aerith's death. You had everything you think of for Part 1, for Disc 1, that Remake and Rebirth has covered. Disc 2 is the meat and potatoes of the game. I'm not going to spoil anything in case you haven't played FF7, but all of us, even if you're watching this video, you have played Rebirth, I hope, or know about that scene with Aerith's death. Yeah, we're at the point now, like, the meat and potatoes of FF7 is going to happen in Part 3, and yeah, they're going to be worried about whether they're going to meet expectations, whether they're going to, he wants to keep all the locations in. I'd be a little anxious too. It's like, how can we make this happen to make it fit the story, make it fit the world, fit, their layout of their art design and stuff like that, right? But yeah, they're a little anxious. I had to cover this a little bit because, you know what, we need a little bit of insurance that they want to offer us freedom. They want us, once we get the high ones, it's not going to be right away. We're not going to just explore the whole world right when we first start the game. It's going to work up to it. It's a build. It's a build up to when we finally get the high win. It's going to be that holy shit moment. We are able to explore this world. Like, that's what they want to work up to. They want to ease us in. They want to build up that hype because we're probably gonna have some linear sections. We might have just a little bit of an open world section, like Rebirth did. Just get us just a little tease. They tease us in Rebirth with a tiny Bronco, able to fly, be able to turn the wings a little bit or turn a little bit, be able to see that yeah they have a concept going to Rebirth. Yeah, the high wind's gonna be nuts. So definitely looking forward to that. I can't wait. I can't even fathom what they're gonna plan on doing with the gameplay of the high wind, how the world's gonna look. 'Cause like I said earlier in this video, like the grassland and Junon region alone, like that only covers just a small little section on this big Midgard continent landmass. It's like, are we able to explore that in part 3? Are we talking about 200 to 250 gigabyte game here? Like, how massive this title is going to be? If you guys know, they have to go all out. They have to. They can't just cut back and say, well, we got part 4 to put everything in. No, part 3 is it. This is a trilogy. They got to go all out in combat and exploration, the dialogue, the character moments, the story beats, everything. This is their swan song for a lot of them. Like, no more saying about retirement. Katase wants to take a step back from game development. Nubu, Imatsu, he's getting older now. Nojima, like, he loves writing these characters, but he would love to see a happy ending, like a satisfied ending for his characters that he's written about. He's getting up there in age. So a lot of the old heads at Square Enix, like, they are getting to the point now, it's like, they want to go out with a bang. And I know they're anxious, like they say, and they promise to have all the locations in. How big is this game going to be? Is this game going to be more massive than Rebirth? Because they're talking about expansive world map, like, for the high wind. Like, it's crazy to think about. Alright, so one more thing I want to talk about before I end this video, and this is kind of big for a lot of you Zack Fair fans. I'm kind of curious too. Let's talk about it. Ask if we'll get more gameplay with Zack compared to Remake, since thousands of people want to play as him. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director Miyake Hamaguchi says while he can't say much about Part 3, he'll say that Zack has an impressionable role again and thinks Zack fans will be satisfied. So it seems like to me that Zack in Part 3 is going to be having an even bigger role. He's going to have some gameplay and stuff like that, even though he kind of softly confirmed it, but even though he said, well, I can't talk about that right now. But yeah, we're definitely going to get more of Zack in Part 3, because like they said in the interview, and a lot of people took, even we all took it the wrong way. We all saw, okay, they're talking about Rebirth. No, Zack's key role in Final Fantasy VII Remake games is for the whole trilogy. What his job is being at the end of Remake, throughout Rebirth, and now in Part 3 is all gonna go out. It's gonna be just like how they plan on for it, because at the end of this, his key role, whatever the case may be, we don't know all the answers for that. Whatever Zack's key role is, it's gonna be to the part where it'd be like, wow, what a way to use Zack, and wow, we didn't think of this, right? What a satisfactory way to use Zack for us who like Zack. I like Zack because I played Crisis Core Reunion. That's what grew my love for the character, right? As I thought Zack was cool and all, even I saw a little bit of snippet of Crisis Core throughout the years, but I wasn't like, oh man, he's one of my favorite characters. He's up there now. I mean, he's not top, I wouldn't say top 3, but he's up there in the top portion of the list of Final Fantasy VII characters. I'm curious what kind of gameplay they plan on having for him. What kind of story modes he's going to have. Because, yeah, Rebirth is kind of like just snippets of him, like, walking around. You listen to NPCs, and it's like the world's dark. And that world timeline thing. That's just to give us an idea. It's like, yeah, different worlds do exist. And we know Sephiroth's endgame, as he even talked about how he wants to feed off that emotion, the anger, the depression, the sadness, and just, you know, woe's me type of thing, because he wants to, like Cloud has said, that he wants to rule this planet with Genova at his side. Like, he wants to gather all that strength and become the god of Gaia, right? With Genova, his mother, right? To rule the planet, because they think they are the ancients, they are the Cetra, they are the prime rulers, they are the true rulers of this planet. And he wants to, according to Evercrisis, he wants to change some things. He doesn't want the planet to keep the life cycle going because he thinks it's BS. But his type of ending is, yeah, he wants to stop the cycle, but he doesn't care if it destroys the whole world because, quite frankly, he's in it for himself and stuff like that. That's why I think at the end, he's a, like, just knowing what his backstory is through Evercrisis, like, yeah, I get it. But man, the way he wants to do about it is not right. And Cloud and them goes, we gotta stop him. He's not right. Like, he thinks he cares, but he doesn't. Like, he doesn't care about the world. He wants to stop the suffering through his means, which means, hey, the people on this world will die. And so it's like, it's crazy. I can't wait to see that, how that plays out. I'm losing my voice here. I'm gonna end the video here, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys more reassured about how part 3 is gonna be, about the locations? How big do you guys think part 3 is gonna be? How massive are we talking? If you guys think it's gonna be 150 gigabytes still, you guys think it's gonna be like 200 to 250 plus gigabytes of a game? Shoot, I'm gonna leave it here. Do you guys think that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is gonna be not on 1, not on 2, but 3 discs? You know, I can see the marketing and be like, yeah, available on 3 discs. Like, you need 3 discs to play this game. I wouldn't put it past them. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that. I'm gonna leave it here. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. And this will be my last video until Gamescom. I'm going to react to that best I can. I'll try to do it live. If not, it's going to be somewhat afterwards. And I'll have a podcast with a friend of mine, hopefully that night, talking about what we saw, what we're excited about. And yeah, lots of content from Gamescom. I do want to go through like some trailers, breakdowns and stuff like that. So look forward to much more gaming content on this channel. And with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. Links in the description below. My Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Feel free to give me a follow, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and let me know what you guys think of the FF7 Rebirth remake and part 3. Everything we experienced so far and your hype level for part 3 moving forward. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.